Welcome. Thank you so much, Heidi, for jumping on with me today. I have started a little series where we are interviewing some different brand promoters from our team. We talk a lot about the Thrive experience, the three simple steps all the time, and interview people about their Thrive experience. But sometimes we forget that there is a massive business opportunity on the line here for people. And people get to see me a lot and hear my story a lot. And I really wanted them to start seeing some different people from our team, some success that people have been having on our team, and why this might be a really good fit for them. Because as we all know, we have tons of people in our network, and not everybody is just like me. And they look at it and say, well, I don't know. I mean, Jessica does this and this and this. So I don't know if it would really be a good fit for me. So I thought, why not give them an opportunity to hear from some other people with different backgrounds from different areas of the world, and just kind of why different reasons why other people got started. So I appreciate you hopping on here, Heidi. If you want to introduce yourself and maybe just give an overview of like who you are, what is your background, and why did you decide you wanted to be a Thrive brand promoter?
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Jessica. My name is Heidi Melton. I live in about northern central-ish Florida. My background is I was a cosmetologist and a medical esthetician. So I've spent, my years in a doctor's office and doing skincare for probably about 20 years now. And I got married and my life changed very drastically. I had moved from Maryland, where I grew up, to Florida, and then from northern Florida to Key West. So I went from a big city to a very small, tiny little island that was not a lot of stuff to choose for me career-wise. So when I first got there, I looked and I was trying to find something that was lucrative, that was stable, and I couldn't find anything. So I was struggling in business in general, and also with my health. So I was having some personal health struggles. My energy had been so limited for so long. My sleep was terrible. So I kind of had been peeking into the business for a while. I was peeking at the product, not necessarily, I want to say, the business. I was peeking at the product, and because of what I was going through. So that's where I started.
Fantastic. So some people ask all the time about getting started in this business. Like, do I need to know anybody? Do I have to have a huge network? I don't want to bug my friends and family. We hear all of those things in the business, right? And so I just want to introduce you. Actually are a person that I've personally enrolled into this business. Obviously, not everyone on our team is like that. And I'm interviewing people all across the board in our team. And so you and I did not know each other prior to this Thrive Life, right? So maybe just tell everybody how did you find me? Like, what were you doing? How did you find me? And why decide to go all the way in and go out in?
Well, I actually was nosing around on Facebook for a while, like I said, at the product. So, I just go into my little search all the time, and, then I was on Google, to Dr. Google, to figure out the ingredients to see how it would help me. And it would, looking at the product itself, I knew that it was going to take this enormous basket that I used to carry around and live my life around just to make me have just a wee bit of energy, to condensing it into our three simple steps. And then I actually just did another search for, I think I put in Florida Le-Vel promoter, and for some reason you popped up. So I don't know if you had been recently to Florida or whatever it was. And I ended up reaching out to you because of course, we do our research, everyone. I went into her Facebook page. She looked very professional. She just looked very welcoming. And I took an opportunity. I reached out to her and she messaged me literally right back. Not everybody always jumps on something when somebody asks you a question. A total stranger can go into like a spam box, but I heard back from her right away. And I joined because the conversation, I was able to have a conversation with a total stranger that listened to my needs. She asked him, really important questions. Why was I looking for this opportunity? What was going on with my health? And then I told her a little bit about what was going on with me, that I was having struggles in my career and I'm having struggles with my health. So they kind of paired together, and she offered me a 3-day trial. And she did ask if I would be interested in talking about the business. So I said, absolutely. And she told me, and it just sounded like it was a perfect fit. Like, timing is everything. And I jumped on it and I went running with you.
Yes, you did. So I just told you the story over the weekend. We had our company convention, and this article has been written actually in one of our company magazines that I had put. I really wanted to grow a team in Southern Florida, and I specifically Key West, because I wanted a reason to go there and take vacations there, because I'm in Michigan and it gets cold here in the winter, right? So I kind of like put this pin in the map and was like, set the intention. I was going to grow a team in Key West, Florida, and boom, it was like 30 days later, we connected. And it's kind of crazy how things like that can happen. And I tell people that happens in our business all the time. And so you don't have to have this huge network. You don't have to bug your friends and family. You don't have to do any of that. Now, with the Thrive experience, of course, and our 3 simple steps in making people, helping people feel so much better than they do currently, whether it's more energy or losing weight or wanting more focus. And our program is so simple. We want to tell all of our family and friends, because why would you keep a secret about a brand new restaurant that you absolutely had the best meal at, or the next movie or Netflix show that you watched? We tell all of our friends and family about that. Why wouldn't you tell them about something like this? So I strongly urge people to talk to their friends and family and go to their current network, but you can meet people on social media just like Heidi and I did, and it can absolutely change the trajectory of your business and your life, because Heidi and I have become really good friends since then too. We've traveled together, we've had a lot of fun together, and we do business together, and we build a team together. So speaking of the team, I Heidi gave me a reason to fly to Key West. Okay, let's just put it that way. And that's exactly what I was looking for. And I believe we were able to generate what she was looking for too: better health, feeling better, getting her energy back, and growing a business when her business options were very limited in Key West, Florida. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about your journey from the start of becoming a brand promoter? We have some bonuses that you can hit in the very beginning of your first couple weeks in the business, and just your journey all the way up to, I think that you reached like the 3rd rank in our company, right?
Yes. Yeah, actually, I just got chills thinking about that, because it's been a little while since I've thought about that. But when I first joined, I hit the ground running. I didn't even have my product yet, but at least I had known about the product to at least communicate with people. And speaking of not knowing anyone, I didn't have a huge network. I just moved somewhere. I knew no one. The most that I was doing at the time is I was on a group page for the military spouses that surrounded me in my area. That was it. Other than that, it was family and friends. But so, it was really important to me to do something that, fulfilled me and just made me happy. And that's how I reached out to people, explaining to them, just, give this a try for me, that I can tell you that this is going to be an amazing experience. I'm going to be right along there with you. And it just blew up. And with this incredible woman's assistance, we ran like crazy 24/7, it felt like sometimes. But in my first 15 days, I went from, I earned my bonuses, our VIP 800, 1600. I earned both of those bonuses. At the time, we were not doing Maui gyms, shucks, but I got an iPad mini. We earned that. And then I hit my 4K and then achieved 12K within my first 15 days being with the company. So it was, I don't even know if there's a word to explain how I felt. Pride, fear, all of it together, exhilaration, honestly. And it was amazing to have somebody so knowledgeable walk you through that journey, and continues to walk me through that journey almost 4 years later now.
That's an incredible story. So, I mean, honestly, not everybody comes into the business and blows it up as fast as you did. You put a lot of time, effort, and energy, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, and got a lot of people on Thrive in those first couple of weeks in order to work all the way to our second rank. So, what Heidi's talking about at our second rank, we can get an auto bonus, and she was able to earn that very quickly. So at her VIP 800, her VIP 1600, I know that doesn't necessarily mean a lot to the audience, but it's what I love about our VIP 800, 1600 is when someone decides to join our company, there is absolutely no fees. There's no requirements. You don't have to purchase anything. However, we do tell people that if you want to get Thrive into people's hands, you need to be on Thrive yourself, probably, so that you can talk about the experience. But you can also order one of our promoter kits that comes with a bunch of product that you can break down into those mini Thrive experience samples. And so that's what Heidi did. And that's what most people do. And what I love about the bonuses in the beginning is it really almost secures your return on investment. Now you have to go out and do some things for those, getting a couple customers on board, getting a couple of other people who want to do what you're doing and lock arms with you. And you earn between $660 and $1,320 just in the first 2 weeks. And then, like she said, she was rocking and rolling so fast, she made it to our first rank in the company, which is 4K, meaning you and your team are doing about $4,000 a month in team sales. And now when you hit that in your first 30 days, you get a pair of Maui gyms. You get to go shopping on the company. And then after that is our second rank, which is 12K, meaning you and your team are doing about $12,000 a month in sales. And at that rank, you earn an auto bonus anywhere from $300 to $1,600 a month is our auto bonus plan. And so Heidi was able to, what was the first car that you went out and got?
Liesel, Audi. Yes, I named her. My Audi's SUV. It was fantastic.
Do you miss her?
And I've had great vehicles in my life, but it was what a privilege to like go out and buy a luxury vehicle for yourself with literally every bell and whistle, things that I didn't even know to press to work properly, but it was amazing.
Yes. So our auto bonus is an absolutely amazing. I just made a post about this yesterday. It's like the second largest bill in most people's households, and the expense of that can get overwhelming, especially right now with the way gas prices are, right? So our auto bonus is absolutely attainable. It's only the second rank. Heidi did it in 2 weeks. Is that typical? No, but it's doable. Yes. So love to share that story. Thank you so much. If you could just share like your overall experience. We just came off of our company convention, Thriveapalooza, this past weekend, had a blast there, reinvigorated, excited for the future. But if you could just share with the audience just a little overview. 4 years later, you're still doing this business. Why are you still doing this business? What is your big vision or long-term goal for yourself continuing on with the Thrive experience and with Le-Vel?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, yes, what this company gives us, the generosity of this company as we progress as promoters. I did, and I forgot to talk about that, hitting the third rank in the company to 40K. It's just astonishing what you can achieve by just sharing your story, sharing how you feel about this, how you feel about this business and what it's done to change your life. I stayed with it for 4 years because I even put it in a post, the culture, and I kind of, it's funny, I still I get intimidated by people and so forth still to this day, but I get embraced for that. It's this incredible group of people that I have all of this knowledge to pull from every single day. Without question, they help. That's not the norm. I've worked in an industry throughout my whole entire life where it was kind of like, you kind of had to fight for your position there and you did it on your own. And it's never felt like that at one point in my life. And then, I think because of my background in that kind of sort of cutthroat type of industry at times, the people that have come on board with me as a team as well, it's enriched my life because it makes me feel like I'm able to help others. I'm just helping them in a different way than I was before. And it's something that I want for a lifetime. This is not something that I'm just going to come and go. You know, we all have our doubts. We all have things that come up in our lives. I've definitely had my moments here and there, but it was never about what I could achieve with this company. And I've had support from people in those hard times. And so that's what's made a difference for me. And yes, I will be thriving until I'm a thriving grandma.
What's the biggest thing you want out of this business at this point? Like, what's your next goal? What's your vision for the next year?
My vision, honestly, for this next year is to go even further than I had gone before. You know, it had, and the reason being is it's for myself. In the last 4 years, I think I've made a lot of strides for myself. You know, we get older, we get a little bit wiser, but sometimes we all backpedal a little bit. And I definitely have grown a lot, in probably more in the last year than I have in all of the years that I've, you know, been with the company. And there's just this, I want more than just success for myself. I want that success for my family. I want to be able to share what I do. I want to take my family on vacations. I want to take my husband on vacation. I want, you know, my hardworking military spouse to like chill back, relax, and just enjoy his life from here on out. That gives me even more personal satisfaction as well as a professional. I want to watch the people underneath that have decided to like come and step up and be a part of this too. I want to watch them. I want to watch their journey. I want to be that person on the side with them, holding their hand and getting them to where they have dreamed of too. With growing with people like you, Jessica, and like the rest of this team, having people like you around is just, it really is life changing, because everybody has this amazing like superpower or strength, and you tap into it and you just want more of it every single day. And so as far as like what my next year is, dare I say it, I would love to be a 200K. The financial freedom that would provide myself, my family, would just be unbelievable. You know, to be able to, you know, I'm from Maryland, to go back home anytime I want to be able to travel and, you know, take care of my parents in their older years and just spoil them to death. That's what I look forward to, those type of things.
Well, I look forward to helping you achieve that. And I think that you're right. I think both you and I have grown a lot in this just last 12 months, interpersonally, not necessarily business wise, but interpersonally. And I think we are at that very critical point, that tipping point where it's ready to go. It's like ready to explode. So I am thrilled. You have got a really great team building underneath you. You have a team in Maryland. You have a team out in Oregon. You have some team here in Michigan, and we are ready to just rock and roll. So I am looking forward to checking in a year from now on the progress of the journey we just literally put on video. You didn't realize that's what I was going to record.
I'm sure. Oh, I do know you that much. Trust me.
I appreciate you so much, Heidi. Thank you so much for joining me on this today. I hope that we've been able to touch somebody in our networks that was maybe thinking, I don't know if that's for me. I'm not really sure. I've been kicking tires, been kind of watching, but that just sent me over the edge. I believe what Heidi said resonated with me. It seems a lot like the person that I am, and I think that I could do what Heidi does. That's what I'm looking for today, and I hope that's what we've accomplished with putting this this video out there. So thank you guys for tuning in, that hopped on, and we will see you, I'm sure, live on another day.
Thank you.